Hi guys, and welcome to the Euro Car Show. I'm Gabriel, and today I want to talk to you about a car that I've been waiting to drive for such a long time. A car that's so hard to get your hands on that honestly at some point I thought, well, I'll never get the chance to drive it. I have even said that in a video, that most probably I won't get the chance to drive it. This car being the brand new Toyota Yaris GRMN. For those of you who know this car, this is a limited edition 400 units worldwide of a car that's supposed to be a blast on the track. This is a track-focused car and a weekend curvy roads, mountain roads destroyer. This is the first car of a long lineup that's to come, actually, that hasn't been launched yet, from Toyota, with the brand new GR logo, which stands for Gazoo Racing. That's supposed to be something like the AMG or M from Toyota, their performance division, which is focused on sports car and performance-oriented cars. But before talking about how great this car is to drive, because let me tell you, this car is, I want to cover all the usual first, such as design, space, interior quality, options, and so on, and then we'll move on to that. So, first of all, design-wise, when you see this car, it looks like, doesn't really look like a factory car. It looks like some Yaris that has been tuned and modified, which some people might not like, but it's very functional. I mean, the spoiler is functional, the larger air intakes are functional, everything is functional and, well, meant to make this car faster. Although the paint job is just really shouty, I really like it. It's my tuner side trying to express itself. You also get this mid-mounted exhaust, which to be honest sounds really good. You'll be able to hear it in the videos. But overall, this car is still a Yaris. I mean, it still looks like a Yaris with big wheels and ventilated disc brakes. I mean, and when you see this car, you wouldn't expect it to be spacious, right? But it is. You can fit 4 people, no problems whatsoever. It's spacious enough in the back, and still, this is still a Yaris. You get enough headroom because, well, look at it. You can also fit some decent amount of luggage in the trunk, although don't expect to carry anything larger than a suitcase. And I really hope that wasn't your intention when buying a car such as a Yaris or this Yaris GRMN. So, options-wise, well, this is still a Yaris. You get the infotainment system from Toyota, which is decent. It's not really that great. It's sometimes laggy, and it's not like a BMW iDrive or even what Lexus uses. I mean, they could use the same infotainment system, but no. I mean, it's fine for a sports car. You get AC, you get like an USB plug, you get Bluetooth, and that's about it. What has changed from any other regular Yaris is that this car has the same steering wheel as a Toyota GT86. It's small, nice, gives you pretty decent feedback, so I'm very happy with it. You also get some amazing bucket seats, which do hold you in place in tight corners. Very supportive, but those aren't really big surprises since this is supposed to be a sports car, and more than that, it's supposed to be a track car, so you'd expect it to have bucket seats, right? And that's about it for options. Now let's move on to some figures and talk about numbers and 0 to 100 and horsepower and so on. This car comes with a 1.8 liter engine, which is supercharged. Yes, not turbocharged like most hot hatches are nowadays. You get a damn supercharger on a 1.8 liter engine. Isn't that amazing? Because I personally think it is, and it really does the job, because this car makes about 210 horsepower. Well, some say 209 if you live in certain parts of the world, some say 212 if you live in other parts of the world. Let's just say 210. Sounds better, it's a round number, I like it. And also about 250 Newton meters of torque. This car comes with the holy grail of transmissions, the manual one. Thank you, Toyota, for putting a manual in this car and not some flappy paddles thingy. Alright, you could have made like some time improvements while on the track because it requires less time to shift and so on. But is it as fun though? I don't think it is. I think there's no replacement for two things. There's no replacement for displacement, although this car is it has a nice replacement for displacement, because this 1.8 liter engine feels like a larger engine. You don't get lag, it's very quick, it responds magnificently, so it really feels like it has a bigger engine. And let's be honest, since you can't really put a large engine in such a small car, except Aston Martin, which is, well, why did you do that, putting a V8 in that small thing? But anyways, yes, besides some companies that can afford the craziness, most manufacturers won't ever put a large engine, so the supercharger really makes it feel like it has a large displacement engine. And the second one is a replacement for manual transmission. You can say whatever, I know automatics are way faster on track nowadays. I know they're way more practical, I know they're way more economical even, but they're not more fun. I'm sorry to say it. I love that this car still comes with an old school manual gearbox. It's not the shortest of gearboxes, but it's fine and it's really nice, and it's really involving to drive. You also have to know that this car weighs about 1100 kilograms, which is nothing. So over 200 horsepower for such a lightweight car makes it really fast, and I mean really fast. 0 to 100 will take you about 6 seconds. So this is pretty much the fastest car in its range. The last figure I can give you is fuel consumption, which, to be honest with you, if you do care about that when it comes to sports cars and weekend cars and, well, track cars, you really need to change your mindset, man, because that really shouldn't matter when you buy a car like this. But I'm still gonna give you the numbers. If you drive it normally, so not very economically but not super fast either, if you drive it just normally and accelerate from time to time, in town you're going to get about 11 liters per 100 kilometers, and on the highway you're going to get around 7, which is all nice, all good. So to me, in my own experience, the average consumption is about 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers to 9 liters per 100 kilometers, which is a neat consumption when you consider this car is, well, a supercharged track machine. But enough about that, because numbers are, well, nice. Now you know those, but you can also get those on the internet pretty much anywhere. Let me tell you how it really feels to drive this car and what's my personal experience behind the wheel of this car. The Toyota Yaris GRMN is perfectly set for tight roads. Thanks to its low weight, the amazing suspension and the differential, which makes all the difference in the world, you can take turns pretty damn quickly, and you're going to experience close to no understeer. This car can really put its power down even when turning. Now, second little observation is the brakes. They're disc brakes, ventilated, and they're really good. This car stops, it will stop, and it also helps you to go faster in a straight line, so you can brake harder and, most importantly, later, so you gain time there as well. Everything about this car screams, "Take me to the track, please!" Which sadly I couldn't do, but I have taken it on curvy roads, and I'm sorry if the sound is not that great or if the camera is really shaky, but this is set for track, and the suspension obviously for daily driving is not awesome. I haven't said that earlier because to me it's just logical. It's a track slash really sporty car. Don't really expect it to be the most comfortable car cruising. So this car is a recipe for success. It's lightweight, it's powerful, it's well set up, it has great brakes, it feels amazing to drive. What else could you want from such a car? And in my experience, nothing. The one word that can sum up my experience is magnificent, awesome, terrific. I love this car, I really love driving it, and I haven't met anyone who said the opposite. I'm not paid to say that. I have absolutely no interest in the world to tell you that this is a great car, because Toyota already sold all of them. There are only 400. This is number 27 that I'm driving right now. And, well, that's it. No more Yaris GRMN. They don't need to sell those anymore. What I'm telling you is that if you ever get the chance, to drive one, please take it and do so, because you will not regret it. And my experience with the hot hatches is not that large. I mean, the fastest and coolest hot hatch I've got to drive was the Mini Cooper S JCW, which is a great car. I really liked it. It's more dramatic and maybe has a more luxury-oriented interior. But if I had to pick just one car between the two, I honestly would pick this one without a second thought. Lastly, I want to thank Toyota Belgium because in one of my videos I said that I probably will never get the chance to drive this car, and I finally have. And I wish to thank them because I really wanted to drive this car because I'm a big fan of what Toyota used to do before, because they used to make sports cars, they used to make fun cars, and for a while now they have been making hybrids, which is nice. I'm not saying it's not, but sometimes you just want more. You want a fun car in your lineup, you want something that will, you know, thrill people when they get behind the wheel, and this car does it perfectly. So the only negative point in my opinion is, well, you can't get it anymore. You can't get it, you can't have it, and that's so sad. Why just make it limited edition? Please give us some more because we want it. That's what we want from you. 30,000 euros might seem like a lot for this car, but it's really not, because it's already ready to be taken to the track and you don't need to fix anything, to add anything. You just can take it. And believe me, making a track car, building it yourself might save you some money, but you're gonna get pretty close. That will be it for today, guys. I thank you very much for watching, and if you had to keep in mind only one thing about this review, well, concerning this car, is that the Yaris GRMN is awesome. And if you found that video helpful or awesome as well, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you can spare a second or two, please make sure to subscribe. That will help us tremendously. It's really the best way to show us your support. Yeah, thank you, Toyota. That being said, bye guys!